There's a ladder here. Oh, I kind of like this. I can just be like, hey. So I'm back from the ladder. Cheers. Wait, what's going on? I need to put this chat on silent because these thoughts just don't stop. That's delicious. So I wanted to do like a favorites video because I don't know why, I felt like it.
Please don't ask questions.
I did want to do a favorites video just because it seemed like a good time to be had, but I also kind of, you know, it's not all for you. It's for me too. It's really all about me at the end of the day. And I think it'd be fun to like look back even just a year from now and be like, oh, she wore that a lot. Am I making sense?
No.
I'm not, but that's okay. And my necklace is twisted. Oh, she's twisted. Okay, without further ado, favorite clothes. First up is this sweater that I'm actually wearing. This is actually the first time I'm wearing it. I just got it the other day, but I think it's really cute. I've been wearing a lot of like black, and I kind of stick to black in the winter, so I wanted something that was a little bit more colorful. And also it's like fallish without being Christmassy, do you know? You know. It's a little bit itchy, I will say, which I'm not quite a fan of, but beauty is pain, and that's just something we have to live with. It's from H&M. Yeah, I just got it the other day, so like they probably still have it. I forgot to put lip gloss on. I don't know who I am anymore. That's better. Next on my clothing list is my college sweater. So this is one of those things that maybe you don't want a DePaul sweatshirt, but I do because I go there. So I got this and I love it, and I've been wearing it a lot, and it was very expensive because college sweatshirts do be like that. Sweatshirts in general do be like that. And I just love the way it feels, and I love being a real college girl.
You know, it's so crazy. I'm kind of quirky, you know, I'm just...
It's exhausting to hate myself as much as I do. So yeah, you know what? If I encourage you, if you are at college, and they have, you know, apparel, even if you don't like the school or you don't feel like you belong there or whatever, like it's still a part of your life. It's still like a chapter in your life that you might want to remember it. So you know what? I don't know, just get a sweatshirt because you'll have something to remember by. Even if it's like 50 years from now, you're looking at it and you're like,
wow, I fucking hated that place.
I don't hate this place, by the way, but I'm just saying, if you do. We're rambling. I'm so burpy today, and always. These socks I got from Forever 21. They're Kodak, because I'm a film thought. If you're wondering if it's exhausting to be me, yes. I found out recently that I'm actually not just a fire sign, I'm a triple fire sign. So if that explains anything to you, it explained a lot to me. Anyway, Forever 21 recently did a collab with Kodak, and they have a ton of cute stuff, but most of it was sold out like right away. But I did manage to score these sweet little sockies. Plaid pants. My flies unzipped. Also exposed. Where I got them from. Hollister. Wow. I know what you're thinking, because I was thinking the same thing. They're super comfy. They're super soft. And you know what? I don't even care that they're from Hollister anymore. I'll tell the world.
They're cute. They're cute.
And I like them. Hello? New shoes calling?
Let the rain fall down.
So, bye. cool. Look at this, come on.
Rip it off like a Band-Aid.
I haven't even laced them yet, but I'm excited to wear these a lot. They're leather, so you have this. I've never watched a shoe unboxing video in my life, just let's be clear. And I don't really think that's my demographic, so I don't think it really matters, but boom, space. There's 2 of them, 1 for each foot. I don't know how to describe any of this, but they're like, it's like foam, like, you know, like a space thing, like they're kind of like a rocket ship. Next up are my life favorites. The things that I can't, well, I don't know a better way to, I don't know what else to call it. They're just things that are in life.
That I like.
Just things in life that I've been really vibing with recently.
Just peace, love, and good vibes.
This coffee creamer that I've been having. It's called Toffee Tidings, I think, by Khalifa Farms, which is my favorite, like, non-dairy milk. This flavor is seasonal. It's a little Christmassy, just a little bit.
Just enough to get you in the spirit.
It's like caramel, but better, I'd say, but not too sweet. So I've been mixing that with Camelon cold brew and then almond milk to the top. I have to be careful about my cold brew intake because if I have too much, I will really freak it, and I will not hesitate to pop off, and I will not do well. And I drink that baby, and it gets me going.
Gets me going crazy.
Next up. Where's next up? Where is she? Hello? This mug. It has a giraffe on it. And on the back, it says, hold your head high. Aww. And do you know what? This mug is very special to me. There's nothing inside.
Story time.
When Taylor, my boyfriend, and I first started dating, he got me this mug, and it was my favorite mug, and it had a giraffe on it, and it said hold your head high on the back, and it was very special to me, and I loved it, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward 4 years, like a month ago, he fucking broke it. I was sick, and he made me tea, which was sweet, but then he promptly, like, knocked my mug off the counter. And it shattered, and it was sad. We both cried a little.
I'm not kidding.
So my next lifestyle thing is this lavender spray. I got this on a whim at Target because I was bored and I was walking the aisles, as one does. And I found this, it's essential oil lavender spray.
So good.
You can spray it on yourself, or you can spray it in the air, or you can spray it on your butthole. Fun fact. You can spray it on anything because it's just essential oils and like water. I spray it on my pillow every night before I go to sleep, and I love it. Ta-da! This book. So, fun fact, I can read. I used to read all the time when I was homeschooled. There was nothing to do. Like all my friends would be at school and I would have to wait until they got home to have fun. So when in my free time, like before the neighborhood kids got home from school, I would read all day, amongst other things that I had to do for school, okay? But I read so much as a kid. I don't know, I feel like so many people, those tweets about like
growing up thinking that you're smart, but really you were just an advanced reader because you read a lot when you're I
don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but that I identify with that tweet. I read this book because I was really excited to see the movie for obvious reasons. This book is the real life accounts of what the movie's a true story based on this book. I will say, I think, like I've talked to people that saw the movie and didn't read the book, and they had kind of a hard time following like the timelines, which I can understand.
I'm not talking about the movie yet, I'm talking about the book, and I need to remember that.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna see the movie,
you should read the book.
And also, if you're not gonna see the movie,
you should read the book.
And if you have any connection personally to addiction or family members with addiction or anything like that, oh my God, like Addiction hits very, very, very close to home for me. Also known as an addict. And if she's watching this,
it's complicated.
regardless, reading it, you know, I knew that like it would resonate with me, obviously, but I didn't know how much. And like the way that he describes what it's like to love someone who's an addict and you know what, I just read it. I don't know how else to say it. It's just a good book and it really resonated with me. And also it's always fun to read the book before you see the movie because then you can see what's good and what's bad. Okay, cool, that was not easy for me. Next category. Favorite films that I've seen. And speak of the devil, Beautiful Boy. Here's the thing. I was so psyched to see this movie. One, because Timothy and Steve are both my daddies, but in different ways. I want Steve Carell to be my like actual father. I want him to father me. I want Timothy to and then cuddle me. Besides that, the movie itself, I definitely feel like I have a biased opinion of it because I read the book and because the book connected with me so much and because the topic is so personal for me, but it's so beautiful. Like I think that the way that the movie was edited, and I know that they had there's like a backstory behind the editing of the film, like they edited it and then hired someone new and re-edited it. I'm not really sure, but I read something about that. I definitely think that it could be confusing if you haven't read the book because a lot of the timeline is like flipping back and forth between Nick, the addict, as a kid and him as an adult addicted to meth. And like in the book, it's very like, here's Nick as a child, here's Nick as a teenager when he started like struggling with this, here's Nick as like a 20-year-old, you know, and that it's very clear. So watching the movie, I was like, oh, we're jumping around a lot, but I get it. But if you hadn't read the book, I think that would be confusing, so I understand where people are coming from with that. Regardless though, I thought the acting was chef's kiss. It's beautifully shot, and I have not cried that hard in a movie probably since Coco. I walked out of that movie and I was still crying, and then I went to the bathroom and I was still crying, and there was someone in the stall next to me and they like stopped peeing when they heard me like sniffle, and then I was like, so then I had to like hold back until they finished, and then I heard them flush and like leave, and then I started crying again, and then I like washed my hands and I looked at myself. It wasn't my best. I was just feeling a lot. It did wreck me in some ways. I think it would also benefit people who aren't personally connected to addiction because it just normalizes the fact that addiction is a disease, because there's still so many people that don't believe that and they blame the addict, or they think that like calling it a disease lets the addict off the hook, which, you know, it's a very complicated situation. But at the end of the day, like addiction is a disease, and the more we get that message out there, the better. So, yeah. Second film on my list is A Star Is Born. These aren't like in order, by the way. Star Is Born be wrecking me, okay? It really do. It's been a few weeks since I saw it, but I've seen it twice and I've been listening to the soundtrack ever since. And I think that I'm not even giving it justice just by talking about it right now, because I feel like I've talked about it so much. Like I don't even know what else there is to say. My friends and I are just really into it, and I love it. And if you haven't seen it, you should. Lady Gaga is just my rock. And Bradley Cooper, you know, I already discussed my thoughts on Bradley Cooper in my last video, so we don't need to go into it. Last but not least on my film list is Assassination Nation. I saw it when it first came out. It's been a while, but
oh my god, it's so good.
Talk about a movie that like uses shots that maybe don't help the story but are just freaking beautiful for no reason. That movie, it's so good. Like that movie like encapsulates the rage that you have like on the first day of your period when you're like,
I literally want to die and also kill everyone around me.
It's just so, like the production design on that, holy shit, it's so pretty.
The costumes, the looks.
And also I will say that like I watched the trailer for it and I did not think it was gonna be at all what it was. So don't judge a book by its cover unless it's this one, because in that case, this is a great cover. But aside from that, don't judge a movie by its trailer. Country boy, I love you. My last category of fall favorites is it's music. My last favorite category is music. So I think it goes without saying that Thank You Next is everyone's favorite song right now. So I know that you know that song, but I couldn't disrespect Her Highness by not mentioning it. Do you know what I mean? Hey Siri.
Diamonds of the shine, but he wasn't a match. Now I listen and let even for that I say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Maybe I love the song so much because I can connect to it personally, because my name is also Ari. I don't go by Ari, but maybe I'll start. I don't know. I have to consider it. There's a lot to consider here, and maybe that's something that I should consider. My next song is called Grand Old Spin by Gold Celeste. And you know, this song, it just be vibing. I want to die. It's very good for like cold, windy fall days when you walk out of your house and you got your AirPods in, whirled out, and the wind is blowing in your face and you're a little depressed per usual. But you're also like,
My life's kind of a movie.
it's just dramatic, I think is what I'm trying to say. It's good. The last song I have on my list is called Chinatown by Hate Drugs. Also very good for like looking out the Uber window when it's a little rainy and putting your hand on the window and being like, you know what I mean? Did my feet smell? I like didn't realize until I put her up there. Oh, it's good for everything. That's about it, I think. I think that's it. Thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I will link the songs down below, and I hope that you feel inspired to, I don't know, go out and appreciate the things that you like and maybe make your own favorites video, but don't make one that's better than mine, because you know I'm very insecure, but like do it, you know, and maybe you know what you should do, just comment down below some of your favorite things. Are people actually gonna do that? You know, I don't know, but I hope so, because it would help my engagement and maybe boost my YouTube numbers. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I was about to say if you have any questions, I mean if you have questions, ask me, because I'll answer them, but I don't think you do. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, bye.